Thank the gentlelady from California for the leadership, but also this time. And I could not agree more with where we are and why we're on the floor tonight. It is a little bit, if you believe in the Constitution, which the majority of us do because we raise our hands when we're sworn in, then we need to do our constitutional responsibility. And what's been said tonight by my colleagues and will be ended by Ms. Lee in just a few minutes is the fact that we do not do our constitutional duty or responsibility. The 2001, which was a AUMF to talk about going after bin Laden after 9/11, meaning Afghanistan, made sense. The AUMF in 2002 should have never passed this House. I regret that I voted for it because Iraq was an unnecessary war. But that's history now. What we're talking about is learning from history and dealing with the present and the future. Therefore, there is no reason that the leadership of the House, Mr. Ryan, will not permit the committees of jurisdiction to bring forward a new AUMF. It could be a blanket AUMF, or it could mean Syria or maybe Afghanistan. I have joined with colleagues on the other side, including Ms. Lee, to put in a H.R. 1666 that says after 16 years there needs to be a debate on the future involvement of the American people and the military into Afghanistan. We have 300 members of Congress sitting on the floor day in and day out who have never been part of a debate or a vote on the future of Afghanistan. After 16 years, $800 billion spent, 2,000 Americans killed, and 20,000 wounded, if we do not have a debate on whether we stay in Afghanistan or we talk about coming home, then our leadership in the House are not doing their constitutional duty either. So tonight, I wanted to be very supportive, as I will be, and Ms. Lee and I have been on each other's bills as it deals with Syria, Afghanistan, or Iraq. It is time for us to demand from our leadership. I don't blame the presidents, whether it be Trump or Obama. I do not blame them, because it is our responsibility. James Madison was very clear, and I'm going to paraphrase very quickly. It is the legislative branch that will debate and declare war, not the executive branch. And what we have done with these AUMFs from 2001 and 2002, we have abdicated our responsibility. And I know how Ms. Lee feels, and all those who spoke tonight and those who were not here tonight to speak, how we all feel. But it's up to us to demand from our leadership. Don't wait for a president to give direction, because Madison was very clear. It is our responsibility. So, Mr. Ryan, the Speaker of the House, I've written you 5 or 6 letters. I've written you additional letters with my colleagues on the other side, asking you to permit us to have our constitutional responsibility, to meet our constitutional responsibility. At this point, we have had no luck, and I'm asking Mr. Ryan tonight, the Speaker of the House, to direct the committees of jurisdiction to come forward with one of these bills that have been introduced by Ms. Lee and other members of the Democratic Party and those of us in the Republican Party, to come forward and let's have a refresher course, so to speak, on the constitutional responsibility. I have Camp Lejeune Marine Base in my district. I talked to Marines recently, as 2 weeks ago. One has been there 5 times, Ms. Lee, to Afghanistan, and he says it's not worth a dime to be there. And we're spending billions and billions of dollars, and kids still get killed. I've signed over 10,000 letters to families and extended families who've lost loved ones, because I knew I should never have voted to go into Iraq. That's my mistake, and I'm living with my mistake. But what I'm trying to do now is to join you and others to say we have a constitutional responsibility to debate war. And if we're going to send our young men and women to die in war, we need to debate it. So with that, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to working with you as we go forward, and I think we really need to put pressure on the leadership to allow us to meet our responsibilities. Thank you for giving me this time to be with you and my colleagues.